Well, I wonder what the best bike to ride is in an urban environment in the wintertime. The answer to that might change a lot depending on where you are, depending on what the weather's doing when you want to go for a ride. Well, in this case, in this urban environment, normally it's somewhat snowy, but not this year. Snow has been kind of scarce. It's been a dry winter. It's still cold. One thing that happens when it's cold, regardless of whether it's snowing or not, but it's especially more noticeable if it's not snowing, is that the ground can heave as the frost pushes up, and so roads can get a little rougher than normal. Trails can get a little rougher than normal. So I think if you're going to ride a bike in these conditions in an urban environment, it might be a good idea for that bike to be pretty robust. A lot of bikes can fit that bill probably. Hardtail mountain bikes, gravel bikes, hybrid bikes, full suspension bikes maybe, although that might be overkill. But a bike that might actually work out and that probably won't break the budget would be a 1990s mountain bike. So I'm going to set up this bike. It's a 1991 Raleigh, made out of hardcore full chrome moly steel. It weighs a ton. It's durable as all get out. It has probably about 1 million miles on it since I bought it in 1991 brand new. And it's pretty much all stock except for different tires. It's got the old bio-paste chain rings, and that's a blast from the past for people. But it's great fun to ride, and it's perfect for these conditions. So let's go along for a ride. So we probably won't have great audio for you today. We're not using the microphones, so I didn't want to bring them outside to listen for our website. Yep. So this trail I'm turning on right here, it's kind of a new trail. They put it in a few years ago, and it's kind of helpful to have right there. Otherwise we have to ride on more streets, but these are just residential streets in this spot anyway, but it's still a nice trail along the canal. Well, a winter ride on some urban trails and stuff. Yeah. Well, what I'm noticing is not that so much, but it's kind of like a brain freeze for my screen. Well, the air temperature is not technically. Yeah. My shifter there. Well, I think the cold air, they're stiff. Okay, so ice right here. Yep. Way around. So we're coming up to the intersection here, and this intersection used to be pretty easy to get through, or this road used to not be too busy, I should say. But you can see a truck going by and a car going by. I think with the population growth in the area, it's really gotten a lot busier and it's a little harder to get across here.
Yeah, frozen. You are. Hope they're gonna wait.
I know this is Denise's favorite road.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about this road.
How come?
Well, I mean, here you got the grates on the, you know, so you're really bouncing around on that. But right down here past the lamp, there's some cracks in the road, and I don't know. And there's always vehicles whizzing by you, so.
I like this road though because I can go just as fast or faster than the cars. You don't like it when I go that fast though, do you?
No. There's always trucks going on this road, driving on this road, so.
Yeah, this is an industrial area. There's the utility department for most of the area right here, and a paper mill.
Yep, with log trucks, so I guess that's probably primarily why I'm not too crazy for this street, but.
Yep, and there's always debris on the road.
Now up here you're going to take the sidewalk.
Yeah, this is kind of a blind corner. You can see it coming up the hill there. I don't think people can really see you. And if you want to cross over to the next trail, I think it's kind of dangerous.
I don't like crossing the road there because drivers can't see around that corner.
So I don't cross over, I go up a little bit. Actually, I usually turn right here instead of left to go on this trail because I take the trail that's to the right that you can't really see. That brings you out on the street further down, and it's, I think, even safer still. But it was cold today.
It was pretty chilly.
I mean, for this time of year, it wasn't cold, and I wasn't cold, but I was worried about you. You were probably cold, I'm guessing.
I was very cold.
Onto the trail.
But it's a very unusual year again. You know, no snow. I mean, hardly any snow, I should say.
At least in this spot where we're riding. And so further north, there's a lot, you know, at least some snow.
So here now we're on the Konkapot Trail.
There's a creek down right to the left. And that creek is frozen. We probably could have had our studded tires on and gone for a ride on the creek.
I don't think so. I don't think it's entirely frozen, is it? It doesn't look like it.
I don't know. We'd have to try it and find out.
No, I don't think so.
It's not very deep, so I don't think there'd be really any danger.
Probably not.
It's like 6 inches deep. We ride this trail quite a lot. It probably won't be the last time you see this trail in our videos.
It's a long trail. So how long do you think it is? About how many miles?
This specific trail is, I think, 3.5 miles long.
Okay.
But it connects to places we ride a lot, so usually to get to places where we're going to ride further, you have to take this trail, or at least it's convenient to take it. Depends on what kind of bike you're riding. I mean, we could ride our road bikes out on this trail, but I don't ride our road bikes on gravel usually, or at all, really. I don't think my tarmac is really particularly well suited to gravel. Your Bianchi might be a little better for that, but...
So they did work on this trail. We just passed that bridge, which was pretty nice. They added that. Is that a new bridge?
No, that's the old railroad bridge.
Okay.
They've got a couple of old railroad trestles over this, but they've been nicely maintained. I think they updated them.
But they did put a bench
Yeah,
to sit down coming up here, or did we pass that?
well, I don't know, but I think there's more than one bench. I'm not sure, but I think those are new. And they recently brushed out some of this, and they worked on the creek bed a little bit to keep the erosion down. And it was a little bit ugly while they were doing the work a couple of years ago, but it's looking a little better now. Probably was a good idea that they did those things. There's a bench.
Oh, there's the bench.
Look how far ahead of me you are.
Well, I have a different type of bike than you do.
How's the trick look
At least
today?
that's what you kept telling me as we were riding our bikes.
That's a lot faster bike than the one I'm on.
I kept hearing it.
You want to trade?
Here we are.
Here we are.
So what do you think of the trail today?
It's a cold trail today.
It's too old of a trail?
It's a chilly
Well,
trail.
are you staying warm enough?
I'm actually not doing too bad. Well, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's head on.
Okay.
It looks like it'd be good riding on the creek down there. Studded tires would be recommended for the ice, I think. You don't have those on these bikes. We got a set of studded tires that would fit on your bike, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think they're... Are they in the shed here, or are they in the garage there? I don't remember. Right there off to the side, I noticed a good-sized oak tree falling down.
There were quite a few trees I noticed that had fallen down.
Yeah, there were some pretty bad windstorms this summer in this area, and there was a lot of damage. In fact, there was a small tornado that came through this area this summer.
No, this bridge.
So it's crazy to think, but I'm some miles on this Raleigh bike every year since
Well, we have these old bikes, like the one I'm riding, and you have to fix yours that's like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could make it look like it's 1989 or 1990 again by getting out an old VHS camcorder and recording a ride with that.
I still think I have mine.
Your VHS camcorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down in the basement, I think. Maybe we should try that. You can hold the VHS camcorder while you ride your bike.
Yeah. That'd be quite the sight.
It's a little bit bigger than the Insta360.
Just a little bit.
that's not the case with my yellow route.
Oh, and here we come to the big hill.
Well, it's not that big of a hill,
But,
it feels worse than it looks.
right.
I think this bike
You zip right up it because your bike is light
neighborhood of 40,
and has
45
good
pounds.
gearing, and my bike weighs a ton and doesn't have good gearing.
It's It's very heavy.
Well, I remember saying, "Oh, this isn't too bad. It seems like the hill isn't bad as bad as it used to be."
Yeah.
And you're like, says you with the hardtail bike.
Yeah, you're just zooming right up there, but I'm not zooming.
Says the girl on a modern bike.
But like I said to you, it's good exercise.
Yep. There's just no going fast on this yellow bike.
No,
There never was.
Sure.
It wasn't even fast when it was new.
no. It is a good bike for exercise, though. You have to really work hard on it.
Yep, and it always
Why did I
works.
keep this bike again? Holy cow.
And here's another hill.
This hill's not really steep, but it goes on for a good ways, so it's
I wish it was colder.
just a good steady hill to climb. If you use Strava, this is a Strava segment, but it's hard to go fast on this to see if you can get the hit the leaderboard for speed going up this hill, because in the summertime there's a lot of pedestrian traffic on this hill, on this trail, and so you can't really ride all out going up this because you got to be on the lookout for other people. And even this time of year, here's a pedestrian.
Well, I remember going down this hill one time, and there was a nun at the bottom of the hill walking, and boy, did I scare her. I felt so bad.
You weren't even going fast that day.
I was going pretty good. Too fast, probably. Where am I?
You're so much faster than I am.
That's not the normal. It's usually the opposite.
Well, we'll switch bikes next time and see how it goes for you.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, you're slowing down because you're wondering if you left me behind.
You'll be back before then. Yep, same place we're going. It's not really any shorter though, because we got to weave around in there a little bit. Works out the same, I think.
Well, a few days after we recorded this video, it snowed in this spot, so there's now a whole inch of snow there.
Isn't that what's showing in the sky there? Aren't those kind of like snow clouds?
Yeah, that was as the snow was moving in. This is the day before that, I guess.
Well, we got our bike ride just in time.
Yeah, but I think we could probably go repeat it because I don't think an inch of snow really gets in the way too much.
No.
I'm slowly catching you.
This trail is probably completely bare again. And the
I
snow
don't understand the prayer.
on the Konkapot Trail, an inch of snow wouldn't even cover up the gravel all the way, so I think you could probably just ride that just fine. And the roads, I'm sure,
Well, you just have to ride a
were
regular
bare the
bike
next
and I
day.
have to ride this.
They salt everything really heavily.
This bike is slow but steady. No, you gotta pedal really hard to go slow and steady. Well, it's nice to keep putting miles on this old bike.
for longer summer rides,
Sidewalk.
I'll either turn right here and then go south and out into the countryside, into the farmland on the farm roads, or go straight and go kind of out in the farm roads that way,
That's a busier
but
intersection.
not today.
No, it was a little too cold.
Plus with these bikes, I thought it'd be kind of nice to check out the next trail up ahead, which is a little cutoff, shortcut trail. A lot of times in the summertime, we're riding on our road bikes down here, and so we don't take that trail because it's kind of rough. But that's fine with these bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing this old steel bike gives you is a nice cushy ride. Got a cushy seat, cushy frame.
You were supposed to take a bike ride to a coffee shop and have a coffee shop stop in the middle of the ride.
Yeah, I know. What's wrong with us?
Need a car coming.
One of these days we will do that.
Lots of cars coming.
I was surprised how much traffic there was right here.
Light must have just turned down there.
I didn't think there should be. I mean, many times there's not any traffic in this spot.
Not clear yet. Car.
There's the vehicle with the porta potties on the back.
Yep, a trailer load of porta potties.
Go.
Was that a trailer, or they just have that on like a rack on the back of the truck?
I think it was on the back of the truck in a rack.
Huh.
All right, I'm in my top gear. Can you see how fast I'm going?
So right here was the fastest I was able to get that old yellow bike going. I think the speedometer said I was going almost 16 miles an hour here.
Ooh.
That's pretty, that's really moving for this bike.
I'll be turning on the next trail. Nice Christmas decorations still up. Anybody who's wondering, this is early January 2025.
Okay, here's the trail coming up. Where we turn on to the right.
I like this
Not sure how well
trail.
the sound's gonna work
I
out
do
here,
too.
but
Since they put the fresh gravel down on it though, it's really, really loose
Yep.
surface.
Yeah, you were
Alright,
telling me to
so
make sure I'm careful
watch
to
the
watch
trail
watch
gets
out for the,
kinda
what do you call them,
sketchy
like
with runoff
washouts or...
sometimes.
Oh yeah, washouts. There's places where runoff on this trail in the woods leaves dangerous, like, eroded areas. You gotta kind of pay attention. Because they get covered up with leaves and you don't see them necessarily. So usually the first time I ride this in the spring, after winter's over and after the snow is melted, I go really, really slow down this trail. Sometimes we walk over this trail just to check it out and see if there's any new washouts or erosion areas that we got to be aware of before we ride it.
Yep. Well, on my stunt jumper, I can
And we
go right
usually
through
see
here.
deer back in this area.
Yeah, deer like those little woods.
Let it rip through here,
But I don't think we saw any on this day.
No. So to the left is sort of like a housing area. There's suburban style houses in there. But to the right, it's a property of a nature center, a nature preserve.
it's super comfortable. Well, you don't even feel these bumps on that bike. Another oak tree that
There's a
keeps
tree
falling.
down.
Sometimes see deer back there. That's another tree that came on.
I was surprised actually that we didn't see the deer. They're almost always in here when you ride this trail.
Mm-hmm.
That little runoff right there. There it is. Up. Yeah, let's do look at the trees.
We hardly ever see anybody on this trail, which is weird.
Yeah, I think we might be the only people that use it.
So are you surprised how comfortable it is for riding, considering how cold you thought it was when we started? Yeah. Other than that, it's not even cold. I mean, it's not summer. Yep. I mean, that's a nice comfortable difference to ride every day. Of course, I'm having worked pretty hard on this bike, so.
It is really pretty through here during the summer.
Yeah, it's a nice spot. I like how this trail comes to an abrupt end up here at the top of a little steep hill.
Yeah.
And it comes to an abrupt end right at the edge of a road that's kind of busy, that has, very little shoulder to it. So you really gotta,
You have to be careful.
you have to come to a complete stop really quick.
Yeah. But you have to have enough momentum to get up it. Which you didn't have a problem there with.
No, once you get momentum going on this bike, it keeps going. It just doesn't keep going very fast, but it doesn't want to stop really. Or maybe that's just because the brakes aren't very good.
Okay, now we're back on the road again.
Yeah.
Heading back.
Yep, and the nature preserve is on the right still.
So
Now, I
as
don't
usual,
think
if
you
we
really
go
are
right
that
there,
fond
the
of riding
parking
on
lot,
this spot either, are you?
No, there's so many big trucks right here that come down the curvy hill.
Okay.
But in the summertime, when I'm out for a ride, and if you're with me, I mean, this is a spot that we ride almost every single day.
I just wish there was more, but I wish they had a bike trail on this road. It would be nice.
Yeah, and it's not like we're the only cyclists on this road,
Well, yeah,
because
we're
it's a
riding
very
into the
common
woods.
road for cyclists to ride in this area. And so it's just not well designed.
Yep.
I'd have to say a lot of the urban area in this spot here is really poorly designed for cyclists.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
And there are a lot of cyclists here. I mean, it's not like there's only a few. There's many, many, many cyclists in this area. A lot of people are on their bikes, and I'd say cycling infrastructure has slightly improved over the past 15 years, but not in any kind of usefully good way. I mean, things don't connect. Bike lanes don't connect to each other. Trails don't connect to each other.
Yep.
It's just not well designed, not well thought out.
But maybe sometime in the future.
Yep.
Hopefully. And we're going past the nature preserve right now, the building. And we have a baseball field to the left and a track field to the right
With football.
with football.
So that's high school football.
Look at all the geese.
And you're gonna check out all the geese. Yeah, there's lots of geese that like to poop in that field.
A long time ago, I played high school football, not on that field. I wouldn't want to play on that field.
No way.
It's usually paved with goose poop.
Those poor kids. I'm not sure how they handle that.
I don't know. I hope they would clean it up somehow before a game, but I don't know how they would do it.
Yeah.
You could real quick on your bike. No such thing as real quick on this bike. Clear.
Branch pickup to the right.
Yeah, I suppose they're still cleaning up from all the downed stuff that came down in the windstorms this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Our house down here, we have some of that to do yet ourselves. I thought I had it all, but walking below the house, I found another chunk of tree that came down, so we've got more cleanup ourselves to do.
Ready to turn right? Well, this person could go. There's room for everybody.
Yep, back up the industrial section. It's a lot more fun coming down the hill we're about to go up than it is to go back up it.
Yeah.
We're gonna cross that bridge again with the grid.
Yeah,
That thing really slows you down.
it does. We decided to go on the sidewalk right here because you just don't know what people are going to do up here on this stop sign.
Yeah, there's to the right goes down to the paper mill at the stoplight, and there's truck traffic, and there's a school on the left, a middle school, so it's just,
That's why we'll push the crosswalk
I don't think
button.
people are paying attention necessarily to traffic at all times right here.
So we'll just be safe and try the. You tried to push the button, but it wasn't working.
The button didn't work.
But no one was coming, so.
Alrighty. We sort of made it. Yeah, normally those buttons beep when you push them. No beep.
Almost always there's cars parked right there.
I always have a fear of somebody opening up the door, their car door, while you're going by.
Yeah, I'm always looking through the back window of a car to see if there's anybody inside the car that you got to be worried about.
And we're going up the oh so fun hill I just love so much.
Well, this part's not too bad right here. This first part of the hill, you know, usually I don't think that's too bad right here, but then you hit this grid on this bridge, and that just takes all your speed away.
There we go.
You probably didn't notice it on your bike, though, but on my 45-pound steel bike, I noticed it.
Oh, I bet you did. It's still a cool bridge, though.
Yeah, they just repaired the bridge. It hadn't been used as a lift bridge for decades, maybe longer, I don't know, a long time. But they just a couple of years ago stuck a bunch of money into it to fix it so it works again.
And then we have this cool mural on the right, on the left, I'm sorry.
The other right.
On the other right.
That mural has a kid skateboarding, and I don't see too many kids actually skateboarding.
Yeah, it is kind of odd that they put that on there, but
There's lots of room though.
maybe whoever did it likes to skateboard.
Yeah, well, there is a skate park a couple blocks from here, and I don't know, maybe people use it, but we've ridden past it many times and I've never seen anyone there. So that's it.
And that ends our ride.
So there, first ride of the year on the old Yeller. The old ATB, the old Raleigh mountain bike.
Thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And visit again and come along for a ride.